sucked. I sucked. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we've got ourselves a workout that you guys kept asking me to put on YouTube, and so let's jump right into it. We'll talk about what it is, how you can scale it, how you can do it, and all that good stuff that goes along with it. So, let's get started. So today, first of all, what's the workout we're actually doing? It's the workout that I did a few days ago, actually twice. And so there are some times in life where, I guess you can make the clarification of life too. There are some times when you do something in your life, whether it's a workout or situation or whatever, and you want to go back and change it, you think you do it better, right? And sometimes in life you can't actually do that, right? You can't go back and change a conversation. You can't go back and switch what you did or do a better job. But in this case, and sometimes in a CrossFit workout, you can. And that's the beauty of the sport we are in. There we go. That's ranting. That's kind of my thoughts of the day from Jacob Heppner, the rants of Jacob Heppner. Anyway, so this workout is a 10-minute time cap. 10-minute time cap to do 50 box step overs with a double dumbbells at 50s at 24 inches. For females, you'll be at 20 inches with a 35-pound dumbbell in each hand. Then 100 wall balls at 20 pounds or 100 wall balls at 14s for you females. And then finally finishes with a 50 calorie bike erg. And for females, I'm really not good at guesstimating calories for females. I would probably say 35 to 40. I don't know. Anyways, so I did this workout on a Monday after I'd gotten back from High Rocks, which was a competition I did out in Dallas with Hunter McIntyre and Chandler Smith. And it had like 5 miles of running in it. And then like rowing and sled pushes and skiing and lunging and burpees and wall balls. It was literally just this workout pretty much. And the funny part is the day before that, on Friday night, I did this workout on Monday and then again on Tuesday. And then on Friday night, I had done, I joined a class workout, which again, let me caveat and say this. If you're a games athlete or regular athlete, I think it's important to, when you travel, you go into a CrossFit gym, you join the CrossFit class. It heightens the community. It allows you, it shows people that, look, you actually care about the community, even though you might be a games athlete or a sanctional athlete, whoever you are. I think it's important to join classes and not just work out in a corner by yourself and be all like, oh, don't talk to me. I'm so much better than that. Like there's a lot of pride in that, and it's better to just join a class, meet new people, and do their programming. It's fun stuff. Anyways, the workout we did on Friday was actually 50 box step ups with a single dumbbell at 50 pounds to 20 inches, a 1,000 meter row, and 150 wall balls. So over the course of like 2 weeks, over the course of like 6 days, I've done like 500 wall balls. There's a lot. Anyways, so it was my 50 box step overs. Did it in 226 unbroken. The first time I did it on Monday, I actually broke up the box step overs, I believe, into 40 and 10 or like 35 and 15. I can't exactly remember. And it took me about 3 minutes because I rested in between. This time I decided to go a little bit faster and to go unbroken because honestly, like when it comes down to it, the box step overs, they don't really hurt your legs really per se, but what they actually do bother is they hurt your grip. So I decided the first time I did it, I broke it in like 40 and 10 or whatever, and I rested for like 15 seconds. So when I came back for a second time, I thought to myself, you know, the box step overs suck, don't get me wrong, but like it's just your grip. I don't really need my grip for this stupid wall ball stuff, so why can't I just go unbroken? It sucked, don't get me wrong. This 50 box step overs really, really sucked. Took a quick rest, and now we're doing wall balls. The first time I did it on Monday, like I mentioned, I broke 40-10 on the box step overs, and then I broke the wall balls in, I believe, 65 and 35. Because honestly, around rep 50, it doesn't matter what you've done before. If you're just doing 100 wall balls for time, like around rep 50, you start feeling bad for yourself. But usually when I approach wall balls, like I know around rep 50 is going to blow. And unless it's a 30-pound ball, you know, then I'm going to drop it, of course. But around rep 50 at a 20, you got to realize that you can keep going. It's a 20-pound ball. Literally, you're doing like 100 air squats with a little bit of a throw. Now, it does start to suck if you get a bunch of no reps because you don't hit the target or whatnot, which, apologize, but when you have a really close angle lens, or not wide angle lens, a close up lens, sometimes it's difficult to get the 10-foot target in and then get the rest of it in. You know, if I had to back it up to see 10 foot, you'd pretty much see pretty far away. It kind of sucks, but whatever, you get my point. So my point is like, doing 100 wall balls, sometimes doing 20-pound wall balls or 14 for females, you can do it. Like, you can do it unbroken. It just comes down to in between your ears. Like, do you feel like doing it unbroken? And now sometimes I will say this, like, it depends on what's after it. Like, Could I have broken the wall balls up and felt better on the bike? Probably. Could I have gone faster on the bike because of it? Maybe. But would I have overcame the time that I rested in between wall ball sets? Probably not. So to me, it's not worth it. So to me, first time I did it on Monday, I broke 65 and 35 like I said. This time I'm going to go for an unbroken set of 100 with Andrew counting for me. I'm not counting, so if the count's off, blame Andrew because I can't count and do wall balls. Proven fact. For those of you going to do this workout and you're asking yourself, okay, well, I want to do this workout. How should I do it? I will caveat and say this, that in Midwest Made, the programming that Andrew and I, the company that we do programming through, and it is my program that I'm doing on a daily basis, and this is one of the workouts you'll see on there, is that we do really aggressive time caps. And the reason for aggressive time caps is because it makes me move a little bit faster. I want to beat that time cap. And I'm not going to lie, 10 minutes is actually a really aggressive time cap. But sometimes Andrew will make a time caps, and I think to myself, okay, he has an aggressive time cap. I know it's aggressive. I think I can beat it by a minute. And so the first time I did it, I got 9 flat. I beat it by a minute, pretty much on the dot. And this time I was like, you know what? There's still some left in the tank. I can beat this. How am I going to do this? How can I do it better? I can go unbroken on the first 2 movements and then kind of go from there. All right, so we're coming up on the end of my wall balls. So splits are 50 box step over took 226 in the beginning. My 100 wall balls took 327. To be honest, if I was doing wall balls by myself, I actually should change that split. It's kind of too late for this now, but I'd actually be curious to see what my split was for just wall balls. That wall ball time actually includes my rest, meaning at the moment I set down my dumbbells, that's when the time starts for the wall balls. So that includes me putting my knee sleeves on, walking over there, taking my time, chalking up or whatever. And so it was probably closer to 3 minutes, which is about average for my 100 wall balls. I know I can do 32 to 33 wall balls per minute. Therefore, I should be able to do 100 wall balls in probably like a little over 3 minutes, like a 3:10, probably, because you're going to figure like near the end of 100 wall balls, you're going to slow down so I can be as fast as your first 30. Let's go. Scaling for this workout like we're trying to talk about in the beginning. How to scale this workout, I'd highly recommend you keep the time cap because you need to move fast. Like the goal is this is a 10-minute workout, so you need to move quickly. So if you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, 50 box step overs is going to take me 10 minutes. It's going to take me 5 minutes. Then you need to scale the reps of each movement because you want to get through each piece of movement in the 10 minutes. That's the goal. You're hitting a specific time domain. So in this case, I would highly recommend, it took me 226 for my box step overs. If it takes you over 4 minutes, you just need to move forward. So if you think to yourself, okay, I need to break like every 10 reps, I can get 10 reps in 40 seconds, hypothetically, every 40 seconds I can get 10 reps, then maybe you only do 40 reps. Maybe you only do 30 reps. Just kind of base it like that. And then kind of go from there because you should be hitting all the movements. I want you to do that, but it should be a 10-minute workout. So maybe for you, it's in 4 minutes, I can hit 40 box step overs. Cool, now move forward. Now for the wall balls, I again would stress that it should be no more than 5 minutes on the wall balls. So if I'm going to do 70, I'm going to do 80, whatever the case is, then that's what you're going to do. And then again, for the bike erg, for the females, I think 35 is fine. For the males, it's 50. And then I would just say whatever's time left over, you hammer it to 10 minutes. You just hammer it. So you probably, if you're already scaling the beginning of the workout, then I'd say just finish the 10-minute, treat it almost as a 10-minute AMRAP with bikes at the end, which honestly would probably suck really bad. So that's kind of my recommendations for scaling the workout. For you males who just can't maybe step up to a 24-inch box, just lower the box. Same for females. Go to it at 16 or 14 or whatever. And then for the dumbbells, if you males just can't holding on to 50-pound dumbbells is just really, really hard, then go to a 35. And then the same for a wall ball. Just drop the weight on the wall ball, and you should be good. So here we are, coming up at the end of it, finishing it up with an 832. And there are my splits again. So looking at a 226, a 327, and finally 50 cal bike and a 239. And like I mentioned, a 239 bike is actually, for 50 cal, is actually pretty slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can bike of 1,200 cal per hour pace and hold a 230 all day long. But that also factors in my rest time. So how long did it take for me to walk between the, that's when the wall ball hits the final rep at 100, that's when time stops in the wall ball, and that's my split. And then the time starts at my actual bike split. So there's a lot of transition time between me taking off my knee sleeves, getting over there, shutting my bike up. So it is probably about 10 to 12 seconds worth of just fiddle time in there. So it's going to be probably below a 230. So anyways, look at this workout. I'm glad I did again. I think it's important as an athlete to retest things and see, okay, how did I do better? Can I get better? Where can I improve at? And I mean, that's what I use this YouTube channel for. Like you might think, oh, I just put up my videos for your guys' entertainment, and that's not true. Like, I go back and actually watch it. It's a twofold attack. So for one thing, that is true. But for another thing, I actually go back and watch these videos and see, can I improve in certain areas? Where are they at? And if I had to do it again, what would I change? And this is a prime example of a workout that I was like, I know I can get closer to 830 if I don't drop those dumbbells and if I don't drop that ball. And so, that's a win for me. Like, I know I can drop those dumbbells, not drop those dumbbells, sorry, and not drop that wall ball and get back to that bike and still hold. I think, honestly, I didn't take my splits down, but I'm pretty sure my split for the 50 cal bike on the second part was actually faster than the first time I did it for 9 minutes. So it's actually better. Like, okay, you did the unbroken dumbbell stepovers, then you did unbroken wall balls. Did your bike suffer that much more compared to the first time you bike where you broke up the 2 movements before? In this case, no. So I know, okay, it's not like I got fitter from 24-hour period. Actually, it's probably worse because my body was still sore from the 100 wall balls before. But I was able to improve just with a change in mindset, right? Like, I'm not going to drop these, and then I'm going to get on that bike and I'm going to hammer as much as I can. So, improvement, this is kind of my advice to you guys. There is the option of retesting workouts. There's a reason for it, and I think it's important for you to do it in our sport. There's a lot of things in life that we can't retest and retry over, but in this sport we can. So take advantage of it. Anyways, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.